Hello and welcome to Peggy's Tropical Garden, coming to you from the Florida Keys. Since I'll be moving, I haven't done much shopping of any kind, but I recently got an offer I couldn't refuse from Mars Hydro. They offered me a grow light as well as one of their grow tents. I've been really enjoying their SP150 that they sent me a while back, and I have to say I have noticed that my plants have been loving this grow light. They have been growing much faster, and lighting has definitely not been a problem at all. So this time they offered me a bigger grow light as well as a grow tent. And the packages have arrived. I'm very excited about both of these. Now, I'm not going to pretend I'm a grow light specialist or grow tent specialist. I don't know much about grow lights and I don't know much about grow tents. All I know is the SP150 that they sent me before has been working, and I have high hopes for this grow tent as well as light. Now, I know this isn't for everyone, but the way I look at it, if you're into tropical plants in a big way, which my collection has evolved, if you're into tropical plants in a big way, I think this is a great solution for a lot of light in a small space, as well as humidity and temperature control. So I'm excited to give it a try. So let's see what we have. This first box is the grow light. First, we come to the user's manual. And in here, it gives you the installation instructions as well as recommended hanging distance and recommended lighting time. And this packet contains the cables and pulleys that are used to hang the light. And now we are down to the light itself. This one is the Mars Hydro TS600. It is an LED light and it has 225 LEDs. So I'm expecting this to be quite bright. But the input power is only 100 watts. So it's definitely cheaper to use LED when you're doing grow lights and things like that. Here's what it looks like. It's 14 inches by 12 inches. And it is one of the recommended lights for this particular grow tent. I have to say right off top, I notice one difference is it's much lighter weight than my SP150. Now this light is the least output light that they offer, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. It depends on what you're growing. I'm growing houseplants in this grow tent, so I don't want a light that's going to be overpowering and burn the leaves of my plant. So unless you decide to get a light that is dimmable, you might want to consider how much output that light has. Anytime you put a light in a grow tent, that light is going to be a lot more intense just given the amount of reflective material in the grow tent. Now let's get on to unboxing this grow tent. I'm very excited about this tent. I have looked at grow tents for a while. I have an Epiprimnum pinnatum variegata albo that I got recently, and I chopped up the stem. I finally have some sprouts, and I really want to take half of those sprouted nodes and put them in this grow tent, leave the other half out on my rack under the grow tent, under the grow light, and see what the difference is. I want to do that with several plants. And also, since I'm moving to Central Florida, where they do get some cold weather during the winter, and I'll be able to bring in some of my more sensitive plants and put them in this grow tent. Now, it's a small grow tent. It's the 27-inch by 27-inch by 5 feet. So what's in the box? This is the tent itself. The exterior is a heavy duty canvas. Next are the connectors, and these are the poles, and there are some straps in here, and a very much needed instruction book on how to put this thing together, I would assume. Yes, instructions. Instructions are good, especially for people like me who don't like to put things together. All of the connections are made of metal. The end caps are metal, the poles themselves are metal. They're well marked with the part alphabets, and you just push the little button and insert the tube, and that is how you put the entire frame together. So, making pretty good progress. Very easy. It's only been a few minutes, and I have the bottom part done, and I'm already working on the side. So this is definitely something that's quick and easy to put together. It's been a little bit over 5 minutes since I last updated you. And as you can see, for the most part, the frame is almost done. No problems with this at all. Quick and easy. I haven't had the need for another set of hands or anything at this time. The frame is now complete, and to put the canvas tent on to the frame, it says to lay it down. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Now is when I think another set of hands would probably be helpful. While I was waiting for these packages to arrive, I was looking around YouTube trying to see how things were going with other houseplant growers using these grow tents, but there weren't many of them out there. So I will be sure to keep you updated as to how things go. I did find a couple of growers of houseplants, but that was it. Okay, finally got this on the frame, zipped it all up at the bottom, and here is what it looks like. And as you can see, there are several openings at the top for you to put cords through, add fans, ventilation systems. There are also openings at the bottom for ventilation. They have a mesh covering. This is what it looks like from afar. Not a bad looking tent at all. It's going to be in my guest room until I move, and it's not bad looking, so that matters to me. And each of the top openings have a double closure system to prevent light leakage. Just the little pull cords. This is where I have my cord for my light going through. I wasn't sure of how to hang my light. That was the only issue I had with this whole setup. I wasn't sure how to hang the light, so I just did it like this because I wanted it as high as possible, because I want to put a shelving unit in here. Another little opening. I figure since my plants will be small plants, the shelving unit will come in handy instead of just having the plants on the bottom. This is what the openings look like from the outside. It's very nice, heavy-duty canvas. I don't think it would tear very easily. And it's that easy to open the bottom for air. Now, I saw some people were using, this is what it looks like from the inside open. People were using fans and things like that. I don't know if that was because of the type of plant that they were growing, or if, since I'm doing houseplant, maybe these openings will give enough ventilation. I don't know. This is what it looks like with the light in the tent and on. It doesn't look quite as bright because, of course, the camera's adjusting for the light. But it is really bright. With all this reflective material, it's extremely bright. So I can see why the plants would grow faster in here. It's got a double zipper closure for the door. And it has a little opening here on the front. Look how bright that is. Now you can really tell just how bright the light is with all that reflective surface. So there you have it, the Mars Hydro Grow Tent as well as the TS600 Lite. And since I wasn't able to find many houseplant growers using these grow tents, I'm going to be sure to keep you all updated and show you what I put in here. We're going to be able to compare it to some plants that I don't put in and just see what the impact is on the plants. So I will have links in the description box for the grow tent as well as the light in case you're interested in just checking these items out or purchasing them, but I will keep you posted. That's about it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.